Okay. So, goddamn fly. Okay, so let's see. So we got that. Well, let's see if we get anything. Whoever's just came on, what's up? Hey, what's up, Roy? Turned in from Indy. You talking about Indy here in the States? Or are you talking about India like, or are you talking about India like India? What's up? Looks like Devin. I got a crack on my screen protector right down at the bottom where the names are coming up, so when they get in a certain spot, they're hard to see what the name is. Indianapolis. Okay, yeah. Man, boy, you watch football? Because those Indianapolis Colts are doing pretty good this year. Y'all got that beastly ass running back. I haven't even got to see him play though. Yeah, and y'all are playing. Because I know, from what I've heard, football's pretty big in Indy. So, especially once Peyton Manning came in. Because Peyton Manning made that town even bigger for football, didn't he? So who y'all playing? Yeah, y'all are playing the Jaguars. Yeah, the Jaguars are doing better than what I thought they were. I didn't realize they had the same record that Indy's got. So what y'all been up to? I figured I'd just get on here because Christian said something to my video I did yesterday, and I was like, well, kind of been thinking about doing it, so I figured I'd just do one tonight. Yeah, I had a rough loss to the Texans last week, but hopefully we rebound this week. Yeah, Texans have a good defense, because ain't they in the top 3? Like, I know Denver was the number 1 defense just a couple weeks ago, wasn't it? Weren't they? Peyton is a man here in Indiana. Oh yeah, I'm sure he is. Man, I miss the days of the Brady and Manning rivalry. I really do. Like, I hated Peyton Manning, but as a football player, I couldn't stand him because, you know, Brett Favre was my dude, and then Brady was my guy. But yeah, so I didn't want to see Peyton win shit. But hell, I don't know, if his sense of humor is, if some of the commercials and all that other stuff is like, if some of that sense of humor is his and not the writers, seems like he'd be a pretty cool dude to hang around with. But yeah, I never used to want to see Manning or the Colts win at all. And then whenever he went to Denver, I didn't want Denver to win either. I didn't want him to win with Denver, which I already didn't like Denver anyway, because Denver and John Elway beat Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers in that Super Bowl, in Favre's second Super Bowl in the late 90s. So, but yeah. So I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I just figured I'd get on here and wing it. I figure I might, talk a little bit about, like, my regular channel that I'm doing videos every day on right now. I need to get to where I'm doing 2 and 3 videos for that channel a day. Like, I've been doing my scent of the day videos. I'm still not wearing them every day, but I might spray it during that video or whatever. So like I did wear a Zorro today, the hot pepper. I did wear that today. I need to get a new bottle. That shit's almost done. But, and I can still smell it on me, and I sprayed it on me at probably like, I don't know, around 12 o'clock, and it's, what, 9:30 right now? And there was nothing better than the Brady, Manning, Rodgers, Breeze, Rivers. Oh yeah, man, that's the best era in football. How my tip's sticky. Roy, how old are you, man? Cause I'm 43, so you know I think like my age group, my generation, the younger, you know, like I'm an older millennial. I think the older millennials had the best time because you know we were still kids in the 80s. We were teenagers and everything in the late 90s, and then in the early 2000s we were in our 20s, our early 20s, and I think we had the peak of everything. I think we had the peak of everything. Like, you're 31. So youngster. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, man, like, I think my age group we had the best wrestling because we had the Attitude Era in the WWE, which I know people be like, that's fake, and yeah, the punches and all that shit are fake, but just give me a Cologne. Okay, well, Cologne for the day is a Zorro hot pepper. Sweet, spicy, and musky. But, yeah, so yeah, I don't know, it was like the late 90s and early 2000s was like the peak of humanity. I can't see what that says. Do you want to wrestle? And whoever gets... Pentraged. Is that Pentraged? I've never heard that word before. Bob, is that supposed to be penetrated? And if that's supposed to be penetrated, nah, I don't want to do that because I got my neurological stuff going on, so I'm going to lose. And my butthole's a virgin, and it's going to stay that way. So, nah, I'm good on that. But, yeah, what's up, y'all? So, all the new people coming in. But yeah, it's like humanity hit its peak in the early 2000s, and it's like we've been going downhill ever since. But yeah, it's like we hit our peak in everything. We hit our peak socially, we hit our peak with sports and all that. So, like, I know players have gotten faster and stronger and everything since then, but that's not like what I'm talking about when it comes to sports. It's just like the game has got, like, football. Like, the peak of football was in the 90s and early 2000s. They didn't, you know, the rules were there, but it wasn't turning like now. Quarterbacks might as well be playing flag football now. So, how things been working out with the regular channel? I've been really enjoying the content on that channel. Man, I went on there. I have a few other accounts, and Leslie's got a couple accounts that she signed into before on my phone, so I can get into all hers and the other accounts that I've made for stuff. But yeah, I went on there and I listened to all my videos, liked them, listened all the way through, commented on a couple of them, subscribed, because supposedly the more interaction a channel gets, the more the algorithm will push. So I was like, well, hell, I'm gonna get on here, because between hers and mine, there's like 10 of them. So I went on there and commented a couple, subscribed and everything. So now I got like almost 10 new subs and liked a whole bunch of posts and everything. So Have you ever watched Two Girls, One Cup? Man, that is swaggy. That shit is disgusting. And there's actually two of those videos. I ended up the first one I watched, I was working, this was back in, was it like 2010? In 2010, I was working at a lawnmower place doing small engine repair, and one of the guys that worked there was a crackhead. Well, he's a meth head, and he left his computer there. Well, my boss man ended up getting a hold of that computer. Matter of fact, I think he ended up giving my boss man the computer because he owed him money or something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but the dude's name, my boss man's name was Jerry. Jerry got into the computer and started looking, and the Two Girls, One Cup video was on it. And I'm sitting there watching, and then all of a sudden, that chick blows shit all over the other one. I was like, oh my God. I turned around, I about threw up and everything. And then, my dumb ass turned back around, and after a minute, like, turned back around and started watching more. And hell yeah, it's disgusting. And I turned around and was tried to watch just to see what was happening, and then she like blew shit all over her again or something. And that shit was so damn nasty, man. But that was the first time. And then whenever I had a band, because I used to have a rock rap band, and this was in like 2013, 2014. Well, we're at band practice. We're just chilling. And we're all high and shit. And I end up asking, who the hell were we trying to show it to? I can't remember if it was my guitar player Chris, because we had a dude named Chris as our guitar player. Me and Chris went to school together, but we ended up, yeah, I was like, we started talking about Two Girls, One Cup, so I started trying to find it, and there's another one, and the other one, the one that I found that time, it wasn't with a red solo cup, because that was the first one I watched. It had a red solo cup. The second one that I ended up finding had like the old 70s or 80s style milkshake cups, glass milkshake cups. So, and yeah, I wasn't even trying to watch that one. I think I let it play and let them, and showed it to them, but I didn't even watch it because I didn't even want no part of it. But yeah, that shit, Two Girls, One Cup's disgusting. Both, I'm pretty sure the other one's just as nasty, but definitely the one with the red solo cup. Let me go back through, because my tip has sticky liquids on it. No way they made a sequel. Yeah, Swaggy, I don't know which one came first. I don't know which one's the first one. The one that I found second, the one with the glass milkshake mug looking cups, that looked older, so I'm pretty sure that was the first one. And then the one with the red solo cup was the newer one. But could you shout me out? What's up, Dick Frazier? What's up, Jaden? That was me, bro. Said, what's up, random user 0483? That shit's disgusting. Love that video. You love that video? Hey, man. Everybody's got different things they're into. So that's what you into. I knew a girl that her and her man would piss on each other in the shower. Like, that's was their thing. So I don't know why in the hell she told us that, but have you watched Run the Gauntlet? Never even heard of it. Don't they eat each other's shit? I think so. I don't know. I'm not really sure, because I didn't watch it like that. One Guy, One Jar is also pretty traumatic. Man, I've heard about that shit, and I don't even want to try to watch that. That's, for one, I don't want to watch a dude stick anything up his ass. And then I don't even I definitely don't, because don't the jar or whatever it is that he stuck up there, doesn't it bust and then he's bleeding really bad or something? I think that's what I heard. So yeah, I don't wanna see that. Like, this is probably gonna kind of get a little personal, but even though, like, I've struggled with like porn, I guess you could say porn addiction, even though I've watched porn a whole lot throughout the years on and off, man, I can't, even just two lesbians, because I'm into women, so even two lesbians, I don't want to watch them play with each other's ass. That it grosses me out. So, but what's up, cultured beast? What's up, Glenn? Where you been at, man? Why ain't you been dropping videos, dude? One guy, one jar scarred me for life. Yeah, see, I ain't trying to watch nothing like that. I see you're a pepino, fool. I don't know what a pepino is, but whatever it is, I guess we're gonna let it hang out. Jesus Christ loves you, man. Now, if Jesus really is up there and exists still, then yeah, probably does. But like, I believe Jesus was a real man. I believe Jesus had the correct way to live, pretty much. But as far as like everything outside of that, the supernatural part, I don't believe in it, So like the two I coded when I got hit by the car, the two times that I coded, lost my blood supply twice and everything. My mom says I lost my blood supply 3 times. I always remember, I've always remembered that I'd lost it twice. So, but the 2 times I coded and lost my blood supply when I got hit by the car, there wasn't nothing. I just went to sleep, and it was like I went to sleep and didn't dream, and when they brought me back, that's what it was like. So I have a really hard time believing in the whole Christian and, I guess Islamic faith, the whole, there's a God up there, we're going to go to him and everything like that. I do believe in a God, though, but it's more so energy. God is everything. Energy is everything. Energy is neither created nor destroyed. And God has always been. That's like Isaiah 45:7 is my favorite Bible verse. I, the Lord, create the light, create the darkness, create the good, create the bad. I, the Lord, do all these things. It's not word for word, but that's pretty much what it's saying. And that is pretty much energy. And then the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. The beginning and the end is energy. Damn, energy is not created nor destroyed. It's always been. Good and bad is energy. Just like Isaiah 45:7 says, create the good, create the bad. So it's all, the way I look at it, it's all energy. So, and if Jesus is really like that, and I haven't accepted him as my Lord and Savior, I guess I'm gonna be screwed, but hopefully not. Run the Gauntlet is worth it if you are in a gore mood. See, I don't really like, damn, I accidentally moved where'd it go? In a gore mood, the levels of terrible videos. Yeah, see, I don't really like gory shit too much. I don't know, I've never really been like I like scary movies. I don't like hack movies, and that's what a lot of scary movies are. They're gory hack movies. Like, I'd rather see something that kind of messes, with the mind, that's indifferent. I can't think what I'm trying to say right now, but you probably get what I'm saying. Yeah, the jar bust, instant flow, it's so nasty, dude. Tries like scooping. Oh, fuck, dude, that sounds horrible, Swaggy. Damn, that sounds bad. Blue Waffle got me fucked up. Yeah, Blue Waffle's some nasty looking shit. What's the guitar in the back? James, it's a, this guitar is a Schecter 7-string, a Schecter, damn, what is it? Reaper, a Reaper 7. But I got another one over there that's a Jackson Dinky 6-string. So, yeah. Oh, and since that got brought up, this is something that I didn't, whenever I showed y'all all my music stuff, this was something I forgot. Damn, sorry about that being loud, y'all. This is something I forgot. This was my first beat machine, and I need to get it fixed. I need to get it to work, because this thing has some banging ass subs in it. But this is a Zoom Rhythm Track 323. I can't remember if I bought this or if my ex-wife, my kid's mom, bought this whenever, back in like 2003 or 2004. But this motherfucker's the shit, and I would love to get it to work again. So, but yeah, you can put your patterns, you can record your songs. Yeah, it used to be blue. You could probably tell. It used to be blue, but over the years it's turned colors, and the nicotine turned it colors from where I used to smoke. So, let me put this right here. Okay. Is that real? So Casey, do you think, do you think Jesus wasn't real at all ever throughout history? Or are you saying Jesus isn't real as in the supernatural part? So, my mic broke, just got a new one. I'll be posting a couple new ones soon. Okay, hell yeah, that's cool, Blaine. Yeah, I've been wondering where you've been at. There's a couple other people oh man, what's his name? He does Cologne videos. Quiet Cavalier. I don't know where Quiet Cavalier went. He disappeared for like a month, and then he came back, and he said, and whenever I commented on there, he said that he caught COVID, and then that was the last video he made. So I don't know. I don't know if he's having trouble long COVID wise, because, since about a month after I caught COVID a few years ago, my neurological symptoms haven't been right. They changed. So, I started having new things go on with me after that. I don't know if it had to do with me catching COVID or what, because around in the same time, because I developed a lot of digestive issues after. I've had digestive issues on and off for years, but around this time, they got a whole lot worse. I get a pain in my chest right here now. That shit'll hurt like hell, but I can feel it from my liver and gallbladder area up into my chest. So, but, yeah, so I don't know if, what they call long COVID, I don't know if long COVID got a hold of his ass, and that's why he hasn't been dropping videos, or if he just decided to quit, or if he's been working or what. But either way, I hope the dude's alright. So, yeah, when creators kind of disappear, I start wondering where the hell they're at. So, well, as far as ones that I listen to. But I see the Halloween man back there. Yeah, I got all of them. I got all the Halloween mans. Shot and what's the one in the red? Oh, what is it? Shot and the one in the red. I can't remember what the one in the red is. But those are the two that I don't really care for. The rest of them I really like. Or Halloween Man X the other day on 18-degree cold day here in the Midwest. Oh shit. Hey, it worked out good for that, didn't it? Yeah, Roy, what do you get out of it? Do you get that dark roast? Because even though I get the lemon and the citrus in the opening, I also get that really dark roast in there too. Hey, I almost missed this. What's up, Aaron? Yeah, you've missed a couple of them, haven't you? Yeah, man, I was bouncing back and forth on when I should do it. And then I was like, well, Leslie ain't going to be here tonight and all this and that. So I just went ahead and decided to do it tonight. But I'd like to do a schedule on it. But y'all know me. I have struggled sticking with the schedule. Even though I'm consistent as hell at getting shit out usually, I still struggle with it. So, Hell House is my favorite horror movie. Paranoid. I don't think I've ever even heard of that one, which I quit watching movies so that you can be saved. In the chat. Alive. I do. Get it. Yeah. Daniel, I got where you were going with that. Happy holidays. What's up, Dork Studios? Happy holidays. Yeah, y'all. For the ones that are mentioning about Jesus, you know, like I said, if I'm wrong, I guess I'm screwed. But, and some people say, you know, if they live and they believe and all that and nothing, and they don't go anywhere, well, no big deal. But if they don't believe and they live like that, and then we do go somewhere after life, and then after this life, and then you don't go to heaven, then you screwed up. But I lean more towards that there is nothing after this. And that actually scares the shit out of me, because I love me and I don't want to cease to exist. So, because even though energy is going to, even if science is right, and the energy is going to be dispersed out amongst everything to create other things, and then I'm still not me anymore. I'm still ceasing to exist. So even though a piece of me will exist in other things, me, Chris, ceases to exist, and I don't like that. So, really good performance. Lasted all day at work. Coffee note is spectacular. Also love the freshness of it, even though it's a fall winter fragrance. Yeah, see, that's a fragrance to me that you can wear like on a date night in the summer if it's not too hot or too humid, you know? Like if it wasn't too hot or too humid on a summer night, I would wear it, especially if I was going to be like in the air conditioning somewhere. But now, like in the daytime in the summer, hell no, I wouldn't wear that at all. But yeah, there is a lot of fragrances that I think work better year round. You know, there's a lot of freshies, summertime fragrances that still work good year round. That's like hot pepper can work year round pretty good, except for like really hot and really humid weather. I hate humidity. I can't stand it. Oh, cuz Casey, this is an ASMR channel. Like, I got a regular channel called Christopher Cologne where I don't do any whispering, but that's just why I'm whispering. That's the only thing about doing lives, you know. You got people that come on and people don't know what you're doing, you know. So it's just, like I said, like I've told y'all before, I think ASMR is kind of weird. So even though I listen to it and I've listened to it for years and experienced tingles and all that shit for years, I still think it's weird. But what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, that's like right here, Michael Kors Extreme Blue. Michael Kors Extreme Blue is good for, this is great for summertime, but personally, I wouldn't wear this in the high heat and high humidity if I was going to be in the sun a lot. You know, it's got the freshness, but it's got a lot. It's got the citrus, the salty, the clean, the fresh, but it's got a muskiness to it. And if a fresh fragrance has a muskiness to it, then I would rather more so wear it for like summer night or fall or cold weather. because the musky notes, man, if it's too musky, it ruins it for me in the summertime. Like, I like really, really citrusy, juicy fragrances for summer. Now, if I lived somewhere else, it would probably be a little different. But in the South sucks ass in the summertime, so. Like, I really don't like living in the South, even though originally I'm from Texas. And I've lived in the Carolinas since I was like 12. I don't like living here. I never really have. Like, and I've always been more of a cold weather person, so like I would do good in Alaska. Well, not like I used to, but yeah. So 70-hour work weeks make it really hard for me to find time also. Plus with 3 kids, it's just hard to stay consistent. I feel that, Glenn. I feel that because, man, like, if it wasn't, like, what left me the time, even though I'd work 55 to close to 70-hour weeks, and then I'd do other stuff whenever I started this channel, because, you know, I used to do more shit than just work in this channel, but, which now I don't even do my job because stupid physical shit. But, yeah, damn. The only reason why I had the time to stay consistent with this channel is because my kids live with their mom, you know, because they all moved in with their mom in like 2020. So they're like, oh, well, Dad ain't gonna let us do whatever the hell we want, so let's just move in with Mom. And yeah, oh well. But yeah, so that's the only reason why I can have the consistency. So I totally get where you're coming from. Damn, man, 350 videos. Shit. Can I have mod? XXL, what's mod? What do you mean by mod? If you're talking about mod fragrances, I don't even have any. So that's a brand that I would actually like to try, because the mod's a clone company. But if that's what you're talking about. So, but yeah, y'all, it's just, I would really like for this channel, like, I like this channel being kind of small. Like, I would like for it to get more views, and I would like for it to get more views and everything, but I don't want it to get too big, because I like being able to interact with y'all and shit like that. And if it gets too big, then it's just gonna be hard to do. So, but like for my regular channel, now that's what I would like to blow up. So I appreciate it, Weston. Hell yeah, I appreciate that. But yeah, I would like my regular channel to blow up, and then this channel stay, I don't know, at the most 20,000 subs, at the most. That's what I would really like. The regular channel to blow up, and this one to hit about 20,000 subs, and, you know, that'd be about it for this channel. And then that way I could just keep interacting with y'all and shit, because, like I said, it makes it a lot easier. So, he means moderator of channel, but don't give that out randomly. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not. But now I might do a moderator or two if this channel does get bigger, or if both of my channels get bigger. But for right now, I'm just gonna do it for me. I don't know why that didn't click. I went straight to mod fragrances. That's where my mind went to. But yeah, I don't know why that didn't click. But yeah, what the hell was I saying? Oh yeah, the channels. So I'm hoping, I would like for it to go that way, because when I started the whole Christopher Cologne thing, it was meant to be a business. I started doing this shit to try to make money, because that's what I wanted to do with it. I was like, okay, I like the cologne and all this and that. I would make money doing something I like. So that was really the reason why I got into it. And then whenever I started doing it, I was like, well, shit, man, I'm getting more out of this than money. I like the interaction and everything, because I am a people person. And like I've said, like some of y'all have heard me say, I know not everybody's heard me say it, but I'm the type of person that I'll tell the cashier my life story. I'm one of those. I'm a talker. But I'm also the person that, if the cashier wanted to sit down and tell me his or her life story, I'd do that too. Hell yeah, let's sit down and conversate. Damn, I have no problem with that. You look like Nate Diaz, cause man, I've had a few of y'all tell me that. Like, I think it was in my first or second video was the first time I ever got told that. So I've been told that a few times. I've been told a few times I look like 2 or 3 different people. So I've had a few people tell me Fred Durst. I don't get that at all. I don't see that shit. Nate Diaz would be offended. Oh well. After watching his attitude, I don't really want to look like him. So, is that a rat on the top shelf? There shouldn't be. Nate Diaz is a vegan? Really? I didn't know that. Is that her? Yeah. Yeah, because, hell, man, y'all, I had a mouse infestation, like, what was it, 4 years ago? Because I have a field out behind my place, and damn, where they, it's like every other summer, I think they grow soybeans or something. And well, they used to do it like every other summer. Now it's just a field for where they cut it and pick up, and make bales of hay and everything, and then bring it to the what's it called, the farm animals and stuff, because there's chicken houses across the road from me behind my place. So, but yeah, they started cutting that shit a few years ago, and I got a mouse infestation that year. Them damn things were so hard to get rid of, and like for a while they were just in the damn walls. You could hear them, and because they weren't coming out, I didn't know how in the hell to get rid of them. And then they finally started coming out once it started getting cold, and then they started coming out and coming in the damn house. Like, I had one, Leslie calls him Chuck Norris mouse, because, what's up, Austin? But there was a mouse that I was trying to catch, and he ran back here in this corner, and I had studio monitor stands that I built at the time, and he ran behind it. So I moved the studio monitor stand, and I was on all fours. I was on my hands and knees, and that damn little motherfucker come running out from behind the stand and jumped at my face, and my big ass jumped back and kind of screamed a little bit, because I don't know, it surprised the shit out of me. Ain't no damn mouse. Like, I'm not terrified of mice and rats. I am of snakes. Snakes and heights are my worst fears. So, but yeah, that little motherfucker come lunging at my face. So Leslie she would call him Chuck Norris mouse. But yeah, so you saying there's a rat? Shit. Damn. Because of the experience I've had before, I guess you could say it's a possibility. But yeah, Hell, Austin, it's been a while since you commented, hasn't it? But yeah, Andrew, you talking about Nate Diaz would be offended? That's funny, man. Been a minute, yes sir, yes it has. So, but yeah, so I don't know, you still living? Nah, I don't live in Texas. I moved from Texas whenever I was like 12. Yeah, Weston, we can try to make. I can try to get back. I need to get back because I did. I went what, y'all, 3 or 4 weeks where I was doing these things regular, and then all of a sudden I just quit. But I don't live in Texas anymore. My last night in Texas was the Texas Rangers Stadium that they just left out of like a year or two ago because they're in a new one now. But the Texas Rangers Stadium that opened up in '94, my last night in Texas in '94 was one of the first games in that stadium. So, and my neighbor took me to that game my last night, and then we moved up here to the Carolinas. But yeah, it was Southern accent. Yeah, I'm from Texas, and then I live in the Carolinas. I used to not have an accent like this because my mom, I never met my dad, so I grew up with no dad. So fuck that motherfucker. But yeah, so I don't know. I never met him, his side of the family, or anything. But my mom's side of the family comes from New York. So she and my grandparents, and that side of the family had the New York they have the New York accent. Well, they had the New York accent. Then I lived in Texas, and then I moved up here when I was 12. So by the time I was in my teens, I had a mix of accents. Like, people around here ask me all the time, they're like, "You're not from here, are you?" Nope. But yeah, damn. But this, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So yeah, I used to have a mix of accents, and now it's just more of a Carolina accent now. But man, some of the accents around here are bad. Like, there's towns around here. One's called Mooresboro. Mooresboro is spelled Mooresboro. People around here will say Mosebur. You going up to Mosebur? And then there's a county called Rutherfordton, or Rutherford County, and there's a place called Rutherfordton in Rutherford County. People will replace the TH with an L. They, instead of saying Rutherford or Rutherfordton, they'll say Rolliford. They'll be like Rolliford or Rolliferton, or some of them are even worse, and they'll just say Rufferton, Rufferton, Rufferton. And that shit. And then there's a place called Cherryville, and people will say Cherville, and I've caught myself saying it sometimes now too, but people around here will still make fun of me just because I still pronounce words, the way I still pronounce a lot of the words the way they're spelled. Is the Carolinas in the South? Yeah, Brandon, Carolinas are in the South. Man, Weston, it wasn't me that was in New York. Like, my mom had me when she was like 25, and they moved to Texas when she was, I think, 16. So they moved from New York to Texas, and then a few years later, she had me, and then we lived in Texas till I was 12, until '94, and then we moved up here to the Carolinas, and we've been here ever since. What's going on here? Well, Grip and Rip, it's ASMR, so I don't know if you know what ASMR is. I know some people don't know what it is, but that's why I'm talking like this right here. If you could pick anywhere to live, where would it be? Would you go back to Texas? Man, probably not. I probably wouldn't go back to Texas because Texas is too hot. And now it's probably changed because this was whenever I was 18. But when I was 18, I was going to move back. The reason why I didn't is because I ended up meeting the woman I had my kids with whenever I was 17. So, but I was going to go back, and then I decided not to. And one of the reasons why I didn't go back is because one of my friends that was down there, and I still kept in contact with, he told me I wouldn't want to come back anyway. He said because it was pretty much a big race war down there. So I don't know how true that is, but because I lived in Fort Worth, so that's where I'm from. But I know the high school down there that I was going to go to, you ended up with going in with metal detectors, and I think they told me that they had a fence and barbed wire around that school. He was telling me it became more like a prison. So I was just like, you know what, man, I get along with everybody. I'm the type that gets along with everybody. I fucking do this, I do that, and I don't want to go back. I don't want to go to a place like that. So I was like, fuck that. I'm not going back. So I doubt I would go back to Texas. Where I would like to move to, I don't really know, man, because it depends on the politics too. So it depends on the politics of places and everything. Like, I don't want to move to a place where a government is trying to run you over, like like our government does here. So, but I don't really want to move to a place where the government is trying to run the people over and shit. And I'm not necessarily meaning like I don't want somebody trying, I don't want a government saying, oh, you can't own this, you can't own that, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't say this, you can't say that. Fuck that. I don't want that shit. So I don't really know where I'd live now. I would like, but Alaska would be cool to live. Sweden, other places like that I've seen, Switzerland and Sweden and stuff would be cool. I would like, other places would be cool too. They're like more closer to the equator, but I don't like the heat. So that's the reason why I would do more northern stuff, because I don't like, my body doesn't do good with heat ever since 2008 when my Chiari malformation started giving me problems. My body, it's like it has trouble adjusting, regulating its temperature and everything. So yeah, I'd rather move somewhere where it's cooler. But and then let me go through these. There's the Carolinas in the South. Had a pretty good season this year. About 22 tackles, 3 sacks, 3 interceptions, and 1 forced fumble. Then I had 2. Hell yeah, Austin. Damn, that does sound pretty good. Are you in the game all the time, or most of the game, or are you just kind of like a backup? Because man, if you're a backup, damn, that is pretty good. I mean, it's still pretty good even because you're in high school, right? So it's still pretty good no matter what. Yeah, 22 tackles, 3 sacks, 3 interceptions, 1 forced fumble, then 2 rushing TDs. Hell yeah, so you're on both sides of the ball. That's good. Damn, yo. I don't know why why that shit keeps coming up on me. But, Brandon, I appreciate that 5. And, yeah, I really appreciate that shit. I know it's not much, but I'm feeling generous for my birthday. Yeah, that is right. Yeah, man. Happy birthday. I know I commented on it and told you, which is weird because, like, I don't do it all the time, but most of the time when I say it, I say happy birthday. But whenever I'm typing, I don't say happy birthday, I say happy born day. And to me, in all honesty, to me, born day makes more sense because that's the day you're born. Now, I know you could say that's the day you're birthed, but the way I look at it, it makes more sense to say that's your mom's birthday and that's your born day. So it makes more sense to do that shit, to say it like that. Or you could say born date because, you know, you might not necessarily have been born on a Saturday and your birthday would be falling on a Saturday. So born date makes the most sense. I had a friend, KB, explain it to me one time. I was like, damn, dog, you know, that does make a lot of fucking sense. Hell yeah. So, but yeah, happy birthday, man. Is weed legal in the Carolinas? No. No. Do you like Marlboros? Weston, I did like Marlboros. Whenever I used to smoke, I did like them. But my cigarette, whenever I did smoke, my cigarette of choice was Camel Lights. So, but I quit. When did I quit? 3 years ago or 2 years ago? I quit a few months after I caught COVID. And I can't remember. Well, hell, Aaron. Yeah, man. I appreciate you being here. You have a good night, too. All of defense. Oh, shit. So you had, what, 2 fumble recoveries? So how'd you score the touchdowns? Off fumble recoveries or interceptions? Is weed legal in the Carolinas? Did I answer that? No. Oh, yeah, I think I did answer it. No, it's not legal here in the Carolinas. Now, that bullshit legal shit is. But, which I smoke. Man, have y'all ever heard of K2? I smoked K2, and this was years ago. This was like 2010, 2011. I smoked, and this was whenever I was still smoking weed and all that. I smoked that shit, and my friends smoked this shit on a regular, but I smoked that shit and it made the muscles in my back feel like they tightened so much they were crushing my rib cage. Like that shit hurt. And I was like, dude, don't ever fucking offer me no shit like that again. I don't know how in the fuck you're handling it, but damn sure ain't for me. So, but yeah, that shit was crazy. So, but I don't fuck with nothing no more. I don't smoke weed because weed started making me sick. It started making me sick and it was making me really paranoid. So, like the last couple times I smoked, one of the times I ended up throwing up like hell. This was whenever I was still writing and making music. And I was sitting here and I was like, man, I need a little bit of motivation. So I sparked up a blunt and I hit it a couple times. And this was the same shit I've been smoking. But I'm sitting there, it's about 20 minutes later, I'm writing, and all of a sudden, everything starts spinning. I'm like, oh man, damn, this shit's gonna be bad. So I kept trying to fight it, and I finally ended up hanging over the bathtub, just throwing up all in the bathtub. And then my mom was living with me. Now, from the center of my room, you could see where she was sitting. So I crawled from the bathroom into my room, and I was on my hands and knees in the middle of the floor, and I'm like, Mom, I need you to come back and I need you to come here and be a mom for a second. And she came in here and I was like, man, I just need you to talk to me till I pass out. I'm so sick. So she talked to me until I passed the hell out. And then, I think it was the time before that, I went to lay down and my paranoia hit me and I started thinking about the house catching fire. So I started going around the house turning things off and unplugging shit. And the only reason why I didn't end up going outside and cutting the power to the whole house is because my mom was here and I didn't want her to wake up and everything be dark and she not know what's going on. So that was the reason why I didn't cut the power to the whole house. But yeah, I got up the next day and I was like, man, this shit's getting to where it's making me too damn paranoid. So I was just like, after it making me sick and all, and just not feeling good, and it making me paranoid and all that shit, I was just like, you know what? I'm not smoking no more. Me and this shit don't get along anymore. So, got a moment. It says sent 100. You sent $100? Is it? Really? Is that because it's not letting me react to it. It's not letting me do anything. So I don't know what that is, but shit, if it's 100 as in just 100 sign, like keeping 100 or $100, either one, man, I appreciate the hell out of it. You know? Hell, I try to keep everything 100 anyway. But yeah, whatever, it's not letting me react to it or nothing. But Austin said I play fullback on offense sometimes, but I play all. Hell yeah. Now do they let you do, like when I would play Madden, I would love to use my fullback as a receiver. Would you ever do some shit like that? Did they ever have you do some shit like that? No, but to me that doesn't sound right. What doesn't sound right, Brandon? I'm behind in the comments, man. That's synthetic shit. Yeah, fuck that synthetic shit, for real. That was the first weed I ever smoked. What, K2? Is that what you're talking about? Was the first weed you ever smoked? No, but I got put in fullback for a dive on the 1 yard line. That's how I got. Oh, okay. Hell yeah, man. Shit, it's on Facebook, on my personal Facebook page. I see the boys that my oldest son played with, and they're in the playoffs right now. And they're for a school called Crest, and they're the Crest Chargers. And they're in I think, what round did it say they were in? I want to say they were in the 4th round. But yeah, they're in there, right? They played tonight. I don't know if they won or not, but it's crazy. I'm looking at them, and like my son Brett, my oldest son Brett, if he would have kept playing, he'd probably be right there with him. And it's just crazy to watch those kids grow up, and seeing the pictures and everything of them and all that shit. Call it hitting white. Huh. Why do y'all call it that, Brandon? Why do y'all call it hitting white? But still on the Marlboros. Yeah, Weston, if it wasn't for shit going crazy with me after I caught COVID, I would probably still be smoking cigarettes. I mean, I don't know. I can't say that 100% because one of the reasons why, there's two main reasons why I quit is because my oldest son wanted me to quit. He kept saying he wanted me to quit, and then on top of it, every time I was smoking, my heart was skipping beats. So I was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna keep doing this shit. So I quit smoking. But yeah, so if it wasn't for those two things, I would more than likely still be smoking cigarettes. Ain't nobody stopping me on the 1 yard line. Too big to stop. What's your size, Austin? How tall, and how much do you weigh? Smoked half an ounce joint once. Never been so stoned in my life. It was horrible. Oh, I bet that shit was horrible, man. I've been too high before. Being too high fucking sucks. Yeah, it's crazy because sometimes you can get so high and then that's it. You can't get no higher. It'll just like stop you right there. But then there's other times that shit just keeps going, and yeah, that's horrible. And like with all the different shit that I used to do, like I used to trip acid and all kinds of other shit. You'd think that a bad weed high wouldn't bother me. Hell no. Damn, my bad weed highs were worse than than the trips that ended up not being so good. So I don't know, I played tight end last year and I hated it. See, that's those are the two positions that I really, or I ain't gonna say tight end, but the two positions that I really wanted to play, whenever I was younger, was quarterback or receiver. So, nearly died off legal high once. Shit, I don't doubt that shit, man. That legal stuff that legal shit will mess you up. We lost in the regionals, but we won state last year. Is so sad how it ended up. Happy I could do it. Austin, what state are you in, man, if you don't mind putting it on here? Because your face goes white. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. I remember one time, man, I ate, what was it? It wasn't my first surgery on my foot. It was my second surgery I had on my foot. And this was back in like 03 or 04. Well, they gave me 40 pain pills. And that was on a Thursday? That was on a Thursday. They gave me the 40 pain pills whenever I got out. And then me and my friend Andy, which me and Andy aren't even friends anymore. I haven't seen him in a while, but we're cruising the strip. And I done ate almost all 40. I think I ate like 38 of them. Because I ate them all except for like 2. So this is like 3 days, and I've done 8, damn near 40 Percocet 10s. And we're cruising the strip, and I start feeling sick, and I'm like, dog, I think you're gonna have to take me to the hospital, man. And he's like, and we were getting ready to pull out the store. He looked at me, he was like, man, you do look a little pale. You'll be all right. And we kept cruising the strip, and I felt so damn awful. Good night. Well, hi, Jose, and good night. So, I'm 6'3", 230 right now, and about 12% body fat. Damn. Hell yeah, you a big motherfucker then. Shit, you're a senior, ain't you? Gotta get that down, though. What are you trying to get down to? Time are you sneaking? Oh, goddamn, Ripstar. I don't know, man. Let's do, what time is it now? What time is it now? 10:18? I don't know. Let's do about 12 o'clock. I swear to God, dude, I know you, but I don't know who you are by this, because, yeah, you talk some bullshit like some people that I talk, and I've asked a couple people if you were them, and they're like, nah, it ain't me, and it ain't us, because people that I asked are actually family. So it's this dude Corbin, and which is the dude Andy that I used to hang around with. It's Andy's son, and then his 2 uncles. So, but they were like, nah, it ain't us. But yeah, that's who I thought you were at first. But I swear, you're still somebody that I know. But I don't even get out like that anymore. Why'd you put antlers on Leslie behind you? She's gotta be Christmassy. But that ain't Leslie, though. That's Bob. Leslie's right there. Leslie's right there behind me. But now, in all seriousness, I would like to Christmas up both of them and have them in videos, because this is my favorite time of year. We really don't know each other from work, but keep pretending. Okay. The beautiful state of Maine. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember you telling me that. I'm pretty sure you told me that before. And I'm remembering wrong. Trying to get down to 8% body fat. That's the ideal spot. Man. Oh, considering I don't work out and all that, I don't even know what percent body fat I am anymore. Probably 50% body fat. I really miss working out. You gave me $5 tug and go behind Denny's last summer, and somehow you got a bun in the oven. So that's what all these stomach problems are, huh? Why are you getting my name tatted on you? Because if I got your bun in the oven, then that's what I need to do. It's the right thing to do. Man, I wish I wouldn't have drank all that water. Because I want another one doing all this talking. But, yeah. Yeah, 8% body fat, damn. That's 4%. That's a pretty good slim down right there. Yeah. I gotta get a new screen protector, so, because it looks like it says shell bus. I'm not sure because my screen protector's messed up. But what's up, shell bus? If that's what your name is, because my screen protector's kind of cracked right there, so it blocks out 2 letters in the middle of the name. But yeah, y'all. So are y'all ready for Christmas? The holidays is honestly my favorite time of year. I mean, it doesn't hit like it used to, but Shelby, and it's good. Okay. Hey, Shelby. Probably shouldn't say it online, but that's the name of the town that I live in. Well, it's not the name of the town I live in. It's the town next to me. So, people call it Shell Town, which some of the people around here are pretty damn shell. Or get to put my stocking next to yours. Okay. That's if I can even afford a stocking this year. I love the football season, but the time off to finally relax is the best. Oh yeah, I'm sure it is. After a season of getting beat up and working out every day as hard as you got to, yeah. Stockings are kind of expensive, not gonna lie. Yeah, I haven't even looked. I haven't really even been anywhere, because since I quit driving and my daughter's got my truck and everything, I go somewhere maybe twice a week, and usually one of those places is the grocery store. So damn, it's gotten boring. I keep wanting to attempt to drive, but my head still doesn't fully feel right. You know, I mean, I have, like, in the past month and a half, my symptoms have been reversing, but I still don't trust it, you know, because throughout the years I've had like flares, and then the shit go away, and then I have flares and then shit go away. So yeah, I don't know. You can literally make your own. Yeah, that might be what I do too, especially considering I got a Cricut, a sublimation printer, and I have a sewing machine. My problem is, I don't really know how to sew like that, and I have one of those, you know, the crocheting machines that you can hand crank. I have a couple of those that I bought like 2 or 3 years ago, but the damn things, they're pieces of shit. What I should have spent, I spent like $60 or $70 on each one. What I should have done was spent the 200 and something on the one that's metal, because the ones that I bought, they're plastic and they're fucking junk, and it was a waste of money. So they broke up when she found out Chris got pregnant by Rip Star. Yeah, Austin, me and Leslie are still together. Damn. Yeah, we did a crumble video just a few days ago. Like, we went to Home Depot in Gastonia, and there's a crumble in Gastonia, which is like 35 minutes away from me. But there's a crumble in Gastonia, and it's right around the corner from Home Depot. So we got out of Home Depot. She wanted to go to Crumble, and she was like, we could do a video. And I was like, man, I'm not doing a video. I'm not eating that shit, because them shits got to where they were fucking me up. I was like, man, even though I've been eating gluten here lately and it hasn't been making me dizzy, I'm still hesitant on what I eat that does have gluten in it, because I think it's still causing a lot of heartburn. But yeah, so I was like, man, I'm not doing that. But we could do a video and I just talk, and you eat them or taste them. I said, and then the more I thought about it, the more I was like, well, I don't know, I might take a bite off of one or two. And then we ended up doing the video, and then my dumb ass ended up eating them, and I had enough heartburn to make me regret it. So, which, I mean, we didn't eat them all right then, but for what I did eat, I regretted it. So, special cream reminded Chris of Rip Star, and she got jelly. No, they broke up when she met. Oh, duh, you are my second most watched YouTuber of 2025. Oh shit, hell yeah, that's cool. Why Rip Star? Why not your first? Yeah, what do y'all watch on YouTube? Because, man, like, my YouTube watch, what I used to watch, my watch history used to be so vast, and there was so much different shit on it. Now it's like that's all I watch is ASMR, which is weird because here lately ASMR has been getting on my damn nerves. Like a lot of the videos that I could watch before, and you know, some of the ones that like, okay, we'll say, like, we'll use some of the eating videos. There's a couple people that do eating videos. Eating really bothers me. Like when I'm editing videos where I'm eating, the eating sounds make me want to punch myself in the damn face. Like I just want to drill that damn screen. But my reels are restarts juice. But yeah, so, but even though I've been watching a lot more ASMR, a lot of it's getting on my nerves. But yeah, like eating videos, the ones that I was able to watch, because the person's whisper would make up for the eating sounds, I've gotten to where, like, they're bothering me now. So, I don't know what's up with that, but yeah. So, even though I'm watching more, I'm not having the same my body's not having the same response to them that it was. But yeah, I used to watch all kinds of shit, all kinds of learning stuff and everything, and now it's just like ASMR and a little bit of music and some Cologne stuff, really. So yeah, lots of football YouTubers, power sports, and ASMR. One thing Americans love is PBJ. Most people over here think it's weird, but I love them. PBJ. What's PBJ? I'm thinking peanut butter jelly. Yeah, that was another thing that I would have stuff with football on it. Oh, and something I've been watching a lot lately is wrestling. Okay, so it is peanut butter jelly. Okay, Brandon. Yeah, man, I love peanut butter and jelly. I can't eat it too much though because peanut butter gives me heartburn. So, I mean, I'm talking about this was before that stupid gluten intolerance started bothering me last year. But yeah, it's been peanut butter has bothered me for a while. That's the reason why if you did see it, that's the reason why I ordered that Valencia peanut butter that one time, because it's something about, man, this thing that I watched, it was talking about something with peanuts, the way they grow them or some shit. A lot of them end up getting mold or coming in contact with mold, and then Valencia peanuts, the way they're grown or whatever, have less mold or don't come in contact with mold or something. But one of the things I've been thinking is, well, maybe one of the things that bothers me is mold, because I'm wondering if I were to get certain genetic testing done, if one of my problems is MCAS, which is mast cell activation syndrome. So, which mast, M-A-S-T. I know it sounded like I probably said mass, but yeah, so I've wondered if That's what it is, because it seems like, there's a lot of shit that, and this has been for a long time now, there's a lot of shit that I can eat, but it's only every so often. If I start eating it like every day, it starts bothering me, like peanut butter. Peanut butter, if I start eating it every day, that shit starts hurting like hell and starts causing acid reflux and everything real bad. So yeah, I love peanut butter and jelly, but I can't eat it. And here's your one. What's a better combination? Chocolate and peanut butter, or peanut butter and jelly? Like I've been wondering that here lately. Like I have a video on I think it's on my TikTok, on my regular TikTok, where it's what's better, chocolate syrup or a chocolate milk or strawberry milk, because a lot of people will be like, man, strawberry milk's better. And sometimes I kind of wonder, well, maybe strawberry milk is better, but if you mix them both, they're pretty damn good. I'm Christopher Cologne ASMR, and I love wee wee. Lions Cowboys is 27-16. Lions leading, 4 left in the third quarter. Man, I appreciate that, Austin, because I forgot all about it. I thought about it earlier today, and then I forgot about it. So never tried chocolate. I've never tried peanut butter and chocolate and strawberry. Yeah, I've never tried peanut butter and chocolate and strawberry together, but like Reese's Cups, peanut butter and chocolate, man, I love it. But hold on, I'm gonna mute the mic because I got a cough, because where I'm talking so much, my throat's dry as hell. Okay. Yeah, my throat's getting scratchy as hell. Boof the cologne bottle for the live. No, I'm good. That's only for private. It's only for private times. He got cotton mouth. Man, I'm more like cotton throat. That shit, my throat's starting to scratch right there. I mean, I prefer strawberry milkshake to chocolate. Oh, okay. Yeah, man, see, I love chocolate, but I like strawberry too, so I don't know, certain things I guess you could say I go back and forth on. You seen this linebacker on the Cowboys? Dude's 6'2", 220 long as. I haven't seen him, Austin, because, man, I don't know. It's crazy, even though I want to watch football like I used to, and even when I get the time, I still don't watch it like I used to. We just call it dry mouth over here. Yeah. Damn, I thought one of my bad nerve pains was getting ready to hit me, because they've been trying to hit me a lot lately. And if y'all were to see one really hit me, you would probably laugh, because it's like a stab and a shock at the same time. Like, I will tense up, and like sometimes I wonder, is part of the reason why I got this shit going, part of the reason why my neurological shit changed, is it because I tense the way I do whenever I have a nerve pain hit me? Like, did I fuck something up inside of me? Because, man, I swear sometimes after I have a bad bout of nerve pains, it's like, I have over the years, and I've had these things since I was like 14 or 15, right around the time I got hit. But yeah, those nerve pains, it's like I'm getting hit with a taser, I guess you could say. But yeah, I'll tense up, man. I've thought a lot of times, like, that's what's gonna kill me. I'm gonna tense, and I'm gonna rupture something, because no matter how hard I try not to tense when those things hit me, it doesn't work. So it's almost like my tensing up is part of the reaction that's of the shit that's going on with the nerve. So I don't know. That's like I I have times where I can scratch my left hamstring and I'll get a nerve pain in my right foot. Or I can scratch my left butt cheek and get a nerve pain in my right leg somewhere. So I know my nervous system is crossing signals somewhere. That's just like the way my heart does. The reason why I don't work out, or one of the reasons why I don't work out, is because whenever I try to lift, my heart goes nuts on me. Like, that motherfucker will speed up. It'll try not to, it feels like it doesn't want to come back down. It'll feel like it's bouncing all over my chest and shit. And but whenever the doctors caught my heart rate at 250, the one time they caught my heart in the middle of the episode, that's what the doctor told me. He said my nervous system was crossing signals, because as soon as they stuck my arm, they were going to put an IV in me. As soon as they stuck my arm with the needle, my heart rate dropped from like 250 down to around 120. And that's what he said. The needle stick shocked my nervous system. And he said that's what's happening. He said my nervous system is crossing signals. And that makes the most sense considering I have Chiari. So, yeah. When Ripstar dumped Christopher Cologne. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a day and watch some highlights of stuff. Look up a pic of dudes. We just call it dry mouth. Okay, what's the worst pain you've ever felt? Brandon, the nerve pains. The nerve pains is the worst pain I ever felt. Because I kind of equate it. It's kind of like when you have really extreme tooth pain. It's kind of like that. It's a different pain than I felt, any other time. And I've been through a lot of shit. It's a different type of pain, but it's kind of similar to a tooth pain. But the way my nerve pains hit, it's like they come on very intense for a split second to a few seconds. Like, I'll never forget one day I was laying on my mom's bed. I was probably I think I was like 18, 17, 18, somewhere around there. But I laid back on my mom's bed, like I was just laying down like this right here, arms out. And one of those nerve pains hit me, and whenever I tensed, I arched, and I was holding myself up. My body weight was being held up by my fingertips. So I was just bent back like that, just shaking and tensed. Damn, like that's, like they've talked about the ER, it wasn't the last time, it was the time before the last when I went to the ER. He was talking about spinal stimulator being put in. I guess I haven't looked too much into spinal stimulators, but I guess they reroute nerve signals. So I don't know, but that's the worst pain. So like I scared my daughter. It was like the week before I quit work, I ended up having to go to the ER, and my daughter took me. And like my mom was telling me that my daughter was telling her she's never seen me like that, but she hasn't. But I was crying, and those damn things, they start to drive me nuts. Like when I get them, I start, like, even though y'all heard me talk about how I believe in God, whenever those things start hitting me, my old belief of there actually is a God up there and everything comes out. And my anger comes out, because I'll start screaming at that motherfucker. And then I go to a point to where, like, I'm just crying about, because I'm in so much pain and it's fucking with me so bad mentally. But I go into that, and then I go into like a period of time where fucking I start punching shit, and I'm like, come on, motherfucker, is that all you got? Like it literally starts driving me crazy. So yeah, that's the worst pain over everything other than my kids. So when my kids moved in with their mom. That shit, that they're about even. So damn autocorrect. Sometimes when I go, hold on, when Ripstar dumped Christopher. Oh shit, well damn, I missed a lot of comments, didn't I? What's the worst pain you've ever felt? Would love to have this speed at such a big size. When Ripstar dumped Christopher Cologne. Sometimes when I go for a smoke, my leg tenses. I don't know. Shit, Weston, hell, that might have something to do with the smoking, because like I said, part of the reason why I quit smoking was because every time I was smoking, it was making my heart skip beats. Or was it? Now that I'm saying it again, because I started vaping too. And it might have been I quit smoking and then I started vaping, and then I quit vaping for that reason. But I think, the more I'm thinking, I think they both were doing it. So I don't remember, but man, the way all those chemicals that are in cigarettes can affect the body, man, your leg tense and all that shit could come from it. Coach has us wear heart rate monitors while we work out to make sure we are not getting too high. Man, Austin, that's great, man. Because it doesn't happen a whole lot, but there are some kids that just drop dead while they're in practice. Now mainly it's probably because of a heat stroke, but yeah, like, considering it happens, I think what should happen is for athletes, man, I think what should happen is everybody that's going to be in athletics and everything, especially summer athletics, whenever it's really hot, and you're out there and your body is having to deal with the extreme heat and humidity and stuff, I think it should be a thing to where everybody that is going to be in athletics has a full workup done of their heart and everything like that. So, because you got kids out here that they end up going through all this stuff and they didn't know they had a heart problem. And then because they didn't know they had a heart problem, they end up getting their heart rate too high, or it gets overworked, or whatever the hell happened to that specific, kid or person, and then they end up dropping dead. So, man, I like that idea that he has y'all wear I don't know if your coach is a she, but yeah, I like that idea that he or she has y'all wear heart monitors. Autocorrect gets my ass big time. For me, it was in a mental hospital when they gave me an antipsychotic drug called. All the muscles in my neck and spine stiffened up, and I could barely walk. It was constant pain. Oh yeah, I'm sure, man, because you start messing with all that and the spine, man, you're messing with all kinds of damn nerves and everything, like cervical instability. One of the symptoms, I know y'all have probably heard me talk about it, but cervical instability, one of the symptoms of it is, damn, your gait will be off. Your balance and shit will be off. So, and it can affect like urinary incontinence. It can cause bowel problems, all kinds of stuff. So, and that's up in the very top of your neck. So yeah, I'm sure it fucking caused all kinds of shit and all kinds of pain. Because you start tightening everything up in here, starts causing all kinds of problems. Only on cardio days though. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, that I really do. I think they should do, that should be an automatic thing. People have workups done. I have an enlarged muscle in my heart. I get chest pain sometimes and it scares me. I'm sure it does, Brandon. Yeah, I'm sure it does. And considering when my heart started doing all the shit that it was doing, because I went for a couple years where I was having heart workups and everything was coming back good, and they were just telling me it was anxiety. Man, that shit used to scare the hell out of me because I would always wonder, well, is my heart enlarged, or is this, or is that? So, like, I was having anxiety, but it wasn't it was the shit going on me causing the anxiety. But but damn, but yeah, man. So I totally get that shit. Like, I have the hiatal hernia, and that causes chest pain too. So I have the hiatal hernia, and that causes chest pain, and then I have the syrinx in my thoracic region. So I get chest pain a lot and everything too. And yeah, even though like all the workups show the only thing that showed with my heart is I have trace mitral regurgitation, which usually doesn't cause anything, but it can get worse over time. And my workup said I have a possible PFO, which is a possible hole in my heart. But other than that, my heart's good. But man, I get the way my heart skips beats and does all kinds of shit. Yeah, I totally get your damn your fear and everything over it. For Christmas, dude, I was on life support. They said I'd never live again. I fell off a trestle. They said I'd never walk again. God damn, dude. Damn, Jason. Play some Christmas channel. Shit, man. Yeah, even though I believe the way I believe, man, hey, praying, I still appreciate it, because that's still a positive thing that, that we're putting. Anybody that prays, it's still a positive thing that you're putting out there when you're praying for somebody. So yeah, I still respect that and everything. Even that, I don't know if you were here earlier in the conversation when I was talking about my beliefs. So play some Christmas channels, man. I bet like YouTube, because I don't even really watch TV like that. Like Leslie, she has her Google Chromecast here for TV, but the only thing I watch is either a game of football, if I even do watch it, or I turn the TV on for my granddaughter when I watch her. So, because which she loves, she loves like Lilo and Stitch, and she likes the old school Winnie the Pooh, like the Winnie the Pooh that I grew up on. I'll tell y'all what though, man, they ruined Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh looks like this new Winnie the Pooh that I had that came on looked more like Daniel Tiger. I was like, what the fuck did they do with Winnie the Pooh? They ruined his ass. They ruined him. So I grew up on Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh was the shit when I was growing up. But yeah, they torched his ass, making him look like pretty much making him look damn near sound like Daniel Tiger. Which I don't know if y'all know what that is. If it wasn't for me having kids, I wouldn't know who they are, more than likely. But yeah, y'all, I'm about to get off here because my throat is hurting. Oh, hey, and since I'm trying to get the regular thing going, if y'all like the Cologne reviews, because I'm gonna have different Cologne stuff on my regular Christopher Cologne channel. So if you want to go there for the different stuff that I'm not gonna have on here, you can. And like my humor, I'm kind of mixing my humor into stuff more on that than I do on here. And I don't know, I started a group on Facebook around the time that I started all this, and I think I called it Perfume Pimpin'. So if you want to look up the group, which there's only like a couple people in the group because I never did anything with it. So, and it was at the very beginning of this stuff, but now that I'm getting back into the regular part, the regular channel and all that, I want to grow all this now that I'm not working, and this is what I'm working on. So this and the regular channel and everything, and trying to get my merch and stuff going. So if y'all want to see, if you're on Facebook and you want to try to get in there, because I would like that to become a community, Perfume Pimp and become a community. So but yeah, so y'all, I'm gonna get off here. I might do another one Sunday. Depends on if Leslie's here or not. And I know some of y'all would probably like me to do a live with Leslie on here, which I know it's only two of y'all on here now. But Jesus saves. What's up, man? I'm about to get off here now. But yeah. So I know some of y'all would like to have Leslie on here, or like seeing when Leslie comes on. So we might do a live Sunday. I'm still waiting on the car detailing products ASMR. Man, yeah. Since I don't do the stuff like I used to, I don't have all the stuff. I have my stuff for headlight restoration, and that's really it. Like I don't have all the different chemicals and all that. So that's one reason why I haven't done one. But and then that's like whenever I let her start using my truck, we were cleaning it out. I got halfway through cleaning it out, and then I had to come and sit down because I was getting out of breath and I was starting to feel weird and my chest was starting to hurt and all that. So like that's the type of stuff that starts happening to me as to why I don't do things like normal, because I can do it, but I can only do it for so long. And like detailing, if I were to go buy all my car detailing stuff again, I'd want to make money back on it. And because I get halfway through something, then all my symptoms start flaring up on me. I can't finish it, which would be really bad for business. But I'm trying to get to where I can do the headlights again. But the problem is, because I'm not driving right now, it kind of makes that hard to do, because now I'm having to rely on a ride to go and set up my canopy and everything, somewhere. So, or I'm having to rely on a ride to get somewhere to, like if I were to just do mobile and go somewhere to where the person's at and do it, like go to their house or their work or whatever. It just, this not driving thing really sucks. So, and I could probably drive. It's just, I don't know how, it's just like everything else. I start doing something and it goes bad. So I don't know if I could start driving again and I'd be fine, or if I start driving again and I start experiencing all the stuff I was experiencing when I was driving. So I don't know. I'm still blown away that the fact your channel hasn't blown up, to be honest, man. For real, I'm surprised too. And Jesus saves. I don't know if you were here in the beginning of the live, but yeah, that was like, I don't necessarily have to have it blow up. I would like it to get bigger. Like, I don't want it to blow up like Grace V ASMR or Mads ASMR or the White Rabbit or like Maddie or Fred's Voice. I don't have to have it 500,000, a million, Now it would be cool if I could get my regular channel to do that, but I don't want this channel to get too big, because if it gets too big, then I'm gonna have trouble interacting, because if I can get my regular channel to go somewhere, and then I'm doing clothing and other stuff for merch, and then I'm doing this too, it is gonna make it really hard to interact with y'all. And so if I could just get this up to if it would get up to 20,000, that would be great. So this get up to 20,000 and then my regular channel blow up. That would be really great. That way, this channel, it would be making more as far as the money goes, because that's why I started this channel, just to be honest. But it could be bringing in more money than what it's doing, because right now it's bringing in $100 a month. that's one reason why I haven't bought new colognes or really bought anything to do anything, because it doesn't, it's not making the money. And YouTube, I know YouTube is not pushing the channel, because that's like my Christopher Cologne channel. I can type in Christopher Cologne and my channel does not pull up. Now, one of my shorts on my regular channel might pull up, but the channel itself doesn't pull up. This channel pulls up. And whenever I was making music and everything, one of my songs, I could type in the name of the song and everything, and it would not pull up the song, but it would pull up one of my other songs, and I could go to that song, and then the song that I was trying to originally pull up will always be the next in line. Like the song I'm talking about, it was called what was it called? Damn, what is it? I think it's Seagram, Seegraham. I think it's that song, because I had three of them that I ended up putting out, and one of them we rushed and all that. I wish we wouldn't have rushed it, and it was Leslie on the hook, and it was her first time on the mic and all that. But yeah, like, I'd look up that specific song. I'd look up Seagram Lost, and it would not pull up the song. But then I would look up Seagram, it was either Let's Rap About It, or it was, or Salt. And then Lost would always pull up next after after that song. And it's just like, so why can I not search this song specifically? Why will it not pull up anything? So, and I've noticed, like, I'll search other channels and it won't pull them up. I'll have to go through different ways to try to get certain channels to pull up. So nobody can tell me that YouTube isn't hiding people's channels. So, because they most certainly are. But that's just like, all the stuff that's supposed to make a channel blow up. If consistency and SEO and a good thumbnail and all this and that is what does it, then why does this one girl, I don't even remember if she had a description, but it was just my first ASMR video and a simple thumbnail. She has no smile, no reaction, no type of any kind of expression on her face or anything. It's just a basic thumbnail, doesn't say ASMR on it, nothing special or anything. Her first video, and she was averaged out to about 100,000 views a month, and that's the only video that she's done. So for everybody that is saying you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to release so many videos, you got to be consistent, you got to release them at the same time, you got to have good thumbnails, you got to have good this, you got to have good that. It's bullshit. I have come to find out, looking at everything, it's bullshit. YouTube's algorithm is full of shit. So, hello, Gwinchy. Man, I've been watching for a long ass time now, and every time you post, it just blows me away how not many new people are viewing. It's almost like YouTube has your shadow ban. Man, like I said, like I was just talking about, I kind of really feel like that. That's like I ran into a girl today. Whenever me and my ex split in 2010, that was the first time she left me. But we split, and I ended up staying with a friend. Well, the girl that he was with, her daughter, which her daughter and her son and all that were just kids then, but her daughter's grown and works at a Food Line now, and I just ran into her today, and I see her, and we're Facebook friends on there, which her mom ended up killing herself a few years ago, but which was a while after her and my friend broke up. But nah, the girl, the daughter, I ran into her today, and she was like, "Oh, what you been up to? This, and that, and everything." Doesn't see any of my Facebook post or anything. So, like, and I've noticed, like, I've sat there and noticed it. It's happened with my Facebook. It's happened with, like, it's happening with my TikTok right now. So, yeah, I definitely believe that these, I don't know if you can necessarily call them shadow banned, but I definitely believe that these algorithms are pushing channels while they're shitting on other channels. So, and it might not be a purpose thing. It's probably something somewhere in the programming or whatever, but there's definitely something off. Need more just sitting and chatting video. Show your Gucci hairs for more views. You know what? No, what's so fucked up is that would probably get more views, and not because I'm attractive or anything like that. It would be because people would be like, "Look at this motherfucker," and kind of be the equivalent of 2 girls in 1 cup. This is pre-recorded, bro. Unless he boofs a bottle. Yeah, whatever. I am not boofing a bottle. So, yeah, I'm not boofing a damn thing. Especially this. That's pretty damn wide. And it's glass. Y'all hear about that girl that, I seen a video where a girl, she was using the glass straws, and I guess a piece of it that was down in the cup broke. And she felt something. She felt herself swallow something. Turned out to be a piece of broken glass. And, like, by the time she went to the hospital, they said that it was too far through, that it was in her colon and it was just going to have to pass. But now what's crazy about that is, what if the glass perforates the colon as she's trying to pass it? That's going to be a major problem that she's going to have. So, that was crazy. Anyone ever told you Leslie looks like the Grinch? No, ain't nobody ever told me that. It's almost like you need to make another account and post and see if you get lucky, and YouTube will add it to the algorithm maybe. I don't know. Just trying to think of a way to help you get these views. Yeah, man, I've thought about making another account. Like, I made the Let's Talk ASMR channel because since one of the things they say is you got to keep a channel's got to pretty much release the same type of stuff. The channel's got to pretty much release the same type of stuff, or the algorithm, or it doesn't hit the algorithm right. So I created the Let's Talk channel because I wanted it to be totally different. But then when the clone started bothering me and all that shit, I was just like, oh, fuck it, I'll just do everything on this channel. But then it was like, well, I don't know, maybe that's hurting this channel. So, I don't know, man. I think it's really now just if you get lucky and the algorithm works with you, because the majority of creators don't go anywhere with it, So, I think it's just, for the most part, yeah, it is. I think a lot of it is you have to have good content. You have to, you got to have good content. You got to put the work in. But I think a lot of it, too, is just pure luck. That's just like, look at the music industry. You got people that are so much better. You got people that are so much better underground than the people that are mainstream, and that have put so much work in, and they couldn't really get anywhere, but they're better artistically, musically, everything. But they can't. Oh, shit. My bad, y'all. I know that was probably damn loud as hell, but they couldn't get anywhere. I think it's the same type of shit, man. It doesn't matter. It's just how Like life is like the algorithm is like life, I think. It's just does shit fall into place. Even though the algorithm is numbers and patterns and this and that, that's just, if you pull back on space, it's almost like there is like you look at galaxies and all this and that shit, it's almost like there is patterns throughout space. But at what point does shit, you gotta pull back to look at it. At what point? Oh, fuck, I lost what I was saying. Damn it. I don't know, I think I know y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all knew where I was going with it. But I'm trying to get back on track with it. Get Dior Sauvage, bro. Oh. Shit. Got it right here, Sauvage. And this is just one of those little bottles that has the soap in with it. And it sucks. It's not a spray bottle. Like, I love this shit. It smells great, but it's not a spray bottle. And it's the EDP, the Eau de Parfum. But yeah, saying that, it's got the soap in with it. Dude has 7-foot bong behind him. Man, I had a nice bong that my old friend Andy bought, and I always thought he was going to be the one to break it. We went in havers on it. It was a blue, white, and green glass bong. The shit was all swirled together. I thought he was going to be the one to break it. We were on his carport one day smoking, and I set it down, and then I had my leg up, and you know how you sit, not necessarily leg crossed, but your leg up and bent, and your foot sitting on top of your other leg. I had it like that, and I got done hitting it, and I put it down, and I sat there for a while. And because I couldn't see it, because the way I was sitting, my leg was blocking it, I forgot all about it. And I brought my leg down, and whenever I brought my leg down, it came down right on top of it, and I realized it as soon as I was about to hit it. But I still hit it, and the damn thing tipped over it. And it broke the top half of it, and there went that. That shit was bullshit. Shador for MVP. Yeah, I don't know about that. Even though I haven't watched him play. Nah. Tree is best from Michigan simply because it's the most reasonable priced. Man, I don't think I've ever smoked anything from Michigan, but I did. I did go to Michigan when I was like 10 because my stepdad, he was from there. Fire Stefanski. Stefanski's the coach of the Browns, ain't he, Rip? Like I said, since I don't watch, man, like I used to, I don't know who's the coach of what anymore. Like, man, I used to be able to know the names of everybody and everything like that, and I don't know it no more. What's a good clone for my brother under like 80? Brody, what you want a clone? What are you wanting a clone of? Or are you wanting like a clone of a Ventus? Or are you wanting like a... Yeah, like what clone, what are you wanting a clone of? Now, if you want a clone of a Ventus, I would go with Oakja's Ineffable. Like, I think Oakja's Ineffable smells better than the Ventus, and it's not I think you meant Cologne but can't spell. Who are you talking about, Rip? You think who meant Cologne but couldn't spell? But yeah, Yeah, like if you're wanting a Creed Aventus clone, that's what I'd go with. Oakja and Effable, because it's like $50 for the bottle, something like that. And I don't see anything to where it looked like you would have misspelled something. Because Savage is spelled right. Or no, that's you that said that. But he said, what is a good clone for my brother under like 80? And I'm looking to see if there's another. Yeah, oh, that's, you said Brady. I thought you said Brody. Hold on. Yeah, this is Brody. Okay. It's Baccarat better than Aventus. I don't know, Rip. I've never smelled Baccarat Rouge. I would like to get a sample of it just so I know what it smells like. But yeah, I've never smelled that shit. And I'm damn sure not paying, because that shit's like, what, $500 for a bottle? I ain't doing that, man, at all. Dolce & Gabbana Original is a chick magnet. You talk, Billy, which one you talking about? You talking about the one? The original, the one? Because I have the EDP. Or are you talking about, hold on, let me see. Because I haven't smelled too many Dolce & Gabbana fragrances. It's like, cost like, what, $500 a week to feed and keep from turning into a gremlin? Dude, it's funny you say that shit, because we almost broke up one time because she flipped because she was hungry. We were on our way back to the house, and I was going to cook something to eat. And this motherfucker, we almost broke up on the car ride home when we were almost here. Freaking nut job, man. The one before light blue. Well, let me look that up. The original Dolce & Gabbana cologne. Okay. Come on now. Load up. Are you talking about that one right there? Because, yeah, if you're talking about that one, I have never smelled that. That's just Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme EDT. Yeah, I've never smelled that one. Okay, yeah, I've never smelled that one before. There's a lot of colognes that I would like to get my hands on. And at least get a sample. I wish this thing didn't squeak so bad. But, like $85. This right here, hey, on Fragrance Net, they got a 4.2 ounce tester for $38.99. What do you spray on your gooch every morning? Honey. I spray honey on it. What's up, Liquefied? I think that's who that is. Man, yeah. That shit really annoys me how my screensaver is broken right there. But yeah, this right here, they had for a 2 on Fragrance Net, which Fragrance Net is my favorite place to buy from as far as, ordering. But for a 2.5 ounce, it's $38.99. For a 4.2 ounce of it, it's $50.99. And for a 4.2 ounce tester, it's $38.99. And then a 6.7 ounce, they have it for $59.39. So, and that's on Fragrance Net. Be careful with gooch skin. Irritation is real. Well, that's why I use Manuka honey, Billy. Manuka honey is just, it's good. It's good healing and everything. But not really. The hole in my foot, I put, whenever I pack the bandages in it, most days I use Manuka honey. Because it's out of everything the doctors have ever given me and other things I've tried, Manuka honey has worked out the best. So, but, yeah, Weston, that's what I need to do. I need to, whenever the money gets back to coming back in, you know, however that's going to be, because I really, even though I pay out the ass in tax, even though I paid a shitload of money in taxes, and I still owe the government money, and I still owe the federal government 1,000, and I still owe North Carolina 600 or 700, I think. So once I get everything, you know, going and all that shit again, yeah, I'll start buying stuff again. But I probably should try for disability, but I don't want that shit, man. I mean, and I know the government's taking a lot of damn money from me, but it's just like, I don't fucking want it. And you know, and what's so bad is, Weston, since you said that, where I cashed out my 401k, I still owe, or not still owe, but they're going to tax it again whenever I file my taxes. So even though they taxed it before, they're going to tax that shit again from what I found out. That's bullshit, man. That is bullshit. Like, that's the reason why I say fuck the government, man. Motherfuck them. I hate the government. So, but yeah, no shame in going on disability. Yeah, I know that my thing is I want to have very little to do with the government. So that's my thing. I don't want shit. I want what I really want. Leave me the fuck alone, you know? Leave me the fuck alone. Don't take from me. Damn sure don't take what I work for, because it's like y'all motherfuckers are not chancing the money that I've chanced in the crypto market and investing, and y'all are not out here working for the money that y'all are taking from me. So yeah, I don't want nothing from the government, and I want them to leave me alone. Now, granted, I understand they got to make so much money for infrastructure and to do this and do that. So, like, I would really love just a sales tax. Give me a flat sales tax, you know? Don't sit there and fucking steal what I work for. Don't make me pay on my land every year, which is pretty much just renting. Don't make me rent my damn land, you know, or my place, because I pay lot rent, but I own the mobile home that it's on, that is on the lot that I rent. But yeah, like if I were to buy land and everything, don't make me pay on it every year. Bitch, this is my shit. This is what I worked for. Just tax me one damn time when I first get it, and that's it. And like, the reason why, like, I think about, you know, I'd rather do just a sales tax is because that way you leave me the fuck alone, and the more I participate, the more I consume, then the more money you get. The more I run the roads to buy shit, you know, and put gas in my car and do this and do that shit, then the more I do and the more I buy, then the more money you'll make off me. But other than that, really, you're the fucking government. You really should have no fucking right to what I work for and the money that I invest in chance, you know, or the things people inherit or anything like that, you know. So that's the way I feel about it. But so how about we tax the rich more, man? Like, see, and that's the thing about a flat tax. Like, if we were just do a flat tax, damn, instead of taxing the rich more, the more they spend, the more they would pay. So, like, I don't think anybody should be taxed for what they make. You know, I don't care if you're rich, poor, whatever. You know, now granted, if you become like, now at the same time, I don't think we should be giving corporate welfare either. Fuck them, you know? You're rich. You don't need poor people's money that they've been working for that is getting stolen from them. You don't need that money. You're a big corporation. You got plenty of money. If you can't do things without the corporate welfare, then fuck off. Shut down. Who gives a fuck? Damn. Peace. See ya. Like, that's the way I look at shit. Yeah, we don't need billionaires. Flat tax is what we have. They want a flat tax. Yeah, say like that's where it gets in. Like, I don't think people should have these crazy amounts of money, but at the same time, if you can make it, I don't think it's like my place to take it from you. That's like, let's say, like right now, I've lost thousands of dollars in the crypto market. I've lost thousands of dollars in the crypto market. I took loans out to get it. I worked hours like hell to put money into it. On a hole in my foot, experiencing neurological issues and this and that. So and part of my dreams of getting rich, a big part of them has always been to help people out. You know, it never, my dreams have never just included me. So, but like if the crypto market, if everything I put in there was to just blow, which I don't have enough in there to make $50 million anyway. But if I were to make 75 million, you know, a lot of that is going to be given away. And the government, nobody except for the people that I worked with were around me, helping me make that money. So it's not, and it wasn't spoon fed to me or anything like that. So nobody has the right to take that from me. Like, I'm the one that chanced it. I'm the one that worked for it. I'm the one that gave up a lot of my damn life to spend the time working to get it. So yeah, that's why I think nobody fucking should come and try to take that from me or anybody else, But a lot of people that do make that money, they're corrupt rich bastards, and it was already handed down to them any damn way. So that's what sucks about it. About a lot of them, the shit was handed to them. But at the same time, after you hit so much, what the fuck are you doing? What the hell? That's like Elon Musk. Elon Musk has what? Ain't it now? He's worth like about $1 trillion, some shit like that. What the fuck? What the fuck are you doing? Well, I mean, I know the shit, but what the fuck do you need $1 trillion for? What the fuck do you need to be worth $1 trillion for? Now, granted, I know he's done shit to help people here and there, but with that amount of money, you could do way more being worth that amount of money. Like, if I were to make money like that, I wouldn't even ever get close to it because I would be doing things for people. Like, man, like there's this dude, Hayden LaRue. Hayden, I think that's his name on Facebook. I follow him. He lost his daughter earlier in the year. And like he kept saying that one of the things that he kept telling her before she died, like he was gonna get them a house and this and that. And that was his thing. He wanted to get them a house. Like, if I had the money, I would buy the dude a house. Sorry, y'all. That shit makes me tear up. because I follow a lot of sick kids on Facebook. I follow a lot of sick kids and that are fucking just like slowly dying. So, and I think that shit bothers me because whenever I got hit and I was in the hospital, I ended up seeing 2 dead kids, not at the same time, but I seen 2 kids that died taken off the floor. I wasn't supposed to see that shit, but yeah. So that shit fucks with me. Socialized healthcare makes me glad I live in Canada. Yeah, and that's like I've heard so many arguments against it and this and that. Like, one of the things is the wait times. And then I'm sitting there like, do y'all motherfuckers not realize that you have the wait times here in America too? Because America has crazy wait times. So the shit. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, that's another thing. We send money overseas and all this and that. Like that shit gets on my damn nerves, man. Like, yeah, us, the middle class people and the people that are fucking poor, we're raped like hell, and then that money goes to other countries and corporations and shit, and it's bullshit. While we struggle, and then the people that make those choices to steal from us and give to the billionaires and give to the other countries, well, they're living good off of our labor, off of what we do and shit, man. Damn. Yeah, that shit's bullshit. But yeah, damn. Our healthcare system is total shit. Anyway, like, even you take out the issues with the insurance companies, and our medical industry is still shit. The damn, like, if you start having chronic medical problems, and then especially if you have stuff that doctors don't know a whole lot about, and start talking to other people that are being ran through the ringer of the medical industry. America's medical industry is fucking garbage, man. It really is. Like, you gotta deal with closed-minded, dismissive doctors, and then you gotta deal with bullshit insurance companies and everything. It's like, god damn, come on now. Hell, Rip, we could have free healthcare if they would. I mean, we don't even necessarily have to tax the billionaires if they would just get fiscally responsible and quit giving money to the if they would quit giving money to the billionaire corporations and quit giving money to other countries and quit spending money on dumb shit, we could have free healthcare. They're fiscally irresponsible. And that's the reason why we're almost $40 trillion in debt, and our money ain't worth shit, and things are getting ready to get even fucking worse. That's what sucks, man. Like, things ain't even really bad yet compared, like they're, like, with the how they're bringing back, they're dropping interest rates. They're dropping interest rates. And in the next few months, especially if Trump gets a new Fed chairman that he wants, they're probably going to be doing quantitative easing again. So they're probably going to start printing money. And Donald Trump he said a weaker dollar is good for investing. He didn't say a weak dollar, but he said a weaker dollar. But the dollar is dropping off any damn way. So, but from everything that I've been keeping up with on financial shit, we're about to see some serious shit. So, but once they keep dropping points and they start, printing money, there goes inflation again, and inflation is going to go through the fucking roof. So, Mr. Jambone, what are you talking about? You're going to donate? You're going to donate to the government? Yeah, see, and this is another thing, Swaggy. Like, you were like we did the 40 billion or the 20 billion in for Argentina. Like, we didn't actually give them the money. It was a trade. From my understanding, it was a trade for, for American dollars for pesos. The only thing is, the Argentinian peso dropped a value. So we give you 20 billion American dollars. You give us 20 billion in American or in Argentinian pesos, and then that Argentinian peso drops a value. We just lost money on that deal. So that's like, it's no different than you give me, I give you $20 billion and you give me 20 billion in Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin drops from the price that it's at, and then it drops $10,000 per coin. That 20 billion just became worth a lot fucking less. So it's the same thing, like. But then we gave Israel fucking billions, and then we're doing all this other shit. Yeah, shit's crazy, man. We need a stable global economy. Yeah, we're far from that, Rip. Send money to the pockets of Americans. Make it so we all have a house, food, and something before we send $1 overseas. I agree with that. If you're going to send money to people, you give it back to us. Give it back to the people that it was stolen from to begin with. So, see, Rip, like that's something I've been saying. Because how pissed off I get about how the doctors just dismiss people and shit all over patients and let patients suffer and let their damn symptoms get worse. Because, I know I've said a lot about my symptoms, but there's people that are way worse than me, damn, with like the same conditions I have. Like, my bad days that y'all don't see are there every day. So, and their every day is hell. And then they get written off the same way I do. Oh, it's just anxiety, or it's your weight, or it's just some bullshit. And like, I be sitting there thinking about shit like that, and I'm just like, man, fuck, maybe these doctors need to be fucking Luigi, So I be thinking shit like that too. But then at the same time, I'm like, I've never been that type of person really to just. But at the same time, I've been like, man, maybe I need to be that person. So, because it sucks. Like, while I don't believe that people, like, people should be killed, that's like, I don't even believe in the death penalty, because a lot of time, like, there's a lot of people that get locked up, and they get locked up for life and shit, and then it turns out that it wasn't them. And even the people that it didn't come out that it wasn't them, I bet you there's a lot of people that's like, somebody I knew that is dead and gone, he was blamed for molesting a little kid. this shit didn't happen, and I know for a fact it didn't happen. So, but the cop just took what he was saying, just took what the kid said, and there was no proof, there was no nothing. It was just hearsay. And then before he died, he ended up being labeled a child molester for something that I know for a fact did not happen. So, yeah. So I don't believe in the death. I don't believe in the death penalty because of shit like that. You know, somebody would end up having to lose their life because of that. But at the same time, even though I don't believe, you know, killing people is right unless it's an absolute like life or death situation, like damn, you know, motherfucker trying to kill me. Well, I'm gonna have to do what I gotta do to stop you from killing me. Unless it's a situation like that, I'm kind of, you know, back and forth with, because, you know, it sucks because sometimes extremes are the only thing that bring change. That's what sucks about it. Maybe a husband, maybe a dad. Yeah, he was. Shouldn't be for profit. No, they shouldn't, Rip. They shouldn't be for profit, man. It's crazy that they are. From the outside, been watching American media. Your outlets do not tell y'all anything. I don't believe they do either. Yeah, Jace, the new Vice J6. Yeah, I don't believe they tell us shit either. Like, we're manipulated. We're manipulated like hell. You look at that's like if you look at the history of psychoanalysis, man, we've been manipulated like hell. And then when you look at things now, like if you understand that and you look at things now, we are 10 times more heavily manipulated than we ever were in the past 100 years since psychoanalysis was born. So, we're all just divided. We can't get anything done because it's Republic. Yeah, Swaggy, like, I agree with you that, because, like, man, I argue a lot on the internet with people, and like I argue with a lot of Democrats and a lot of Republicans, and I get shit for trying to, like, I've had people that I've known for years defriend me and everything because I'm trying to tell people, hey, we need to come together. And it's like, you got your head so far stuck so goddamn far up that side's ass. You are so fucking biased. You can't fucking see that we are being played. And there is so, like, just because, like, this side over here is like, oh, we'll give you a little bit of food stamps, but we're gonna fuck you behind your back. And this side over here is like, oh, we're gonna give you a little bit of gun rights, but we're gonna fuck you behind your back. Damn, like, that's what they fucking do. They give you a little bit just to play with you and just to fucking brainwash you and shit. And then in the end, they're fucking you, because we've gotten into this mess. Like, I've looked at shit just in my lifetime. We've gotten in this mess under both parties. So yeah, I totally agree. Fuck them. They can both die. Like, both parties can die the fuck out, and we can get rid of them. Like, yeah, and a lot of other things need to happen too. Like, for one, corporations need to quit being considered persons. That's one thing that needs to go, which that was, if I'm not mistaken, that was started under Republican, you know, majority anyway, but that's one thing that needs to go. So, but yeah, so much shit that is done that fucks us is done under both parties. So fuck them both. They can both kiss my ass. Oh shit. Yeah, a lot of people, it's found on accident. You know, a lot of people, they don't even know they have Chiari, and it's found during like a sports injury or a car wreck or something, and it's just like when they found, like, I've had little symptoms my whole life, but I always thought they were normal. So, yeah, I always thought they were normal. But when I hurt my neck in '96 playing football, and they didn't tell me the name of it. They just said your cerebellum herniates in your spinal column. You don't need to play football anymore. I was just like, man, fuck that. You know, I'm gonna keep trying to play, even though if my mom didn't sign the papers, I wouldn't have been able to play no way. But I was like, fuck that, man. I'm gonna play. This is what I want to do. I want to play quarterback. This, and that. And then I got hit by the car, you know, a few months later, and I never thought about it again until I read across it when I was trying to figure out what the hell started going on me in 2008. So, and then whenever I read across it, I was like, holy shit, that's what they told me back in '96. So then I spent a few more years trying to get a doctor to listen to do an MRI to prove it. And then they found the syrinx in my spine. So yeah, a lot of times it's found by accident. Like I've seen people in the Chiari group where, damn, they didn't even know they had it. They didn't even have symptoms, but then they got into a car wreck, so an MRI was done, and then their damn cerebellum is like stretched down into their fucking spinal canal, like down here and shit. Like I've seen people where they had like 40 millimeter herniations, no symptoms. And then I've seen other people where they have like a 5 millimeter herniation, which is like what I have, and they're so symptomatic. Their symptoms are debilitating. They can't even live life. So, yeah, it's crazy the way the shit works from person to person. Some of them doctors deserve it though, Rip. Like, I don't necessarily believe that that's what should happen, but if it were to happen, some of these close-minded pricks deserve it. Damn, you want to sit there and, you want to sit there and you went to school, you got this knowledge and everything, and then you got people coming to you suffering, and then you want to tell them, and then you want to fucking gaslight them and make them think that they're going nuts. Nah, man. Like, I have a really strong disdain for doctors like that. Like, if you don't know, that's cool. Like, I've had doctors look up shit. I've had to tell doctors what shit is before. Damn. If you don't know what it is, like if a patient comes to you and tells you something, and you're a doctor, and you're like, well, man, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what that is. That's perfectly fine, man. You're admitting you don't know what it is. We don't know a lot of shit. Like, the more I've learned about science and medical and all that, the more I've learned we really barely know a damn thing about anything. So, for a doctor or a scientist or whatever to say, well, I don't know, that's cool. But these motherfuckers that sit there and try to tell you like Chiari malformation, oh, it don't cause that, it's just anxiety, it's this, it's that, we're just gonna put you on this anxiety medication and fucking write you off, and then as shit keeps going, you just keep getting worse, but they just keep writing you off. Nah, man, there's a special place in hell for motherfuckers like that. Nah, fuck that. Damn, you should be smart enough. You should have learned, and you should be smart enough to know that something like a Chiari malformation can cause problems all throughout the body, because it's just it's damn near basic anatomy. So for those doctors that are like that, fuck them. Like I said, special place in hell for them if hell does exist. Only paid for parking. Yeah, say, like, man, trying to get, like, okay, I have a 5 millimeter herniation. They said it's 5 to 6 millimeter herniation. I've had that for years. Now, they can go in, like the MRI can say that. The MRI is really just giving you an idea. Damn, like I've talked to people that only had like 5 to 6 millimeter herniations by MRI, and they were extremely symptomatic. And then when they did the surgery, and they cut into them and actually looked, they were more like a 20 millimeter herniation. The shit was way worse. So, yeah, MRI is just an idea, but, yeah, trying to get these doctors to do anything about this is crazy, man. It's just, and I know there's a lot of other conditions that are the same, that people struggle with also, that are just the same. But yeah, I'm glad your friend ended up getting the surgery, and it sucks because there's really no fixing it. It's just a treatment. Like that, because there's no cure for it or anything like that. Like the decompression surgery, what they do is they go in, they cut a piece of the bone out, which you probably already know, but they cut a piece of the bone out, and it causes the brain to have more room to sit because they put a piece of mesh in there. Now sometimes it's bovine, and sometimes it's made from other materials, but they'll put a mesh back there, and it causes the brain to have more room to sit, so the spinal fluid can flow better in and out of the skull. Saying that's like, I have a syrinx, or also called a syringomyelia. I have one in my thoracic region and in my cervical region. And the disruption of spinal fluid going in and out of the skull is what causes those things. So yeah, there's a lot of times when they do that shit, sometimes the syrinxes will go away on their own because the flow of the fluids flowing properly. But other times, they have to put a shunt back there so it'll drain. But yeah, I've seen times where most of the time they got to put a shunt back there. But I've seen people say that they, just having the decompression, end up their syrinx got smaller because of it. It's free to stream online every day. I want to check that out. Rip the PBS. Oh yeah, that is true. I mean, and it is poor versus billionaires, and poor versus rich and all that. But they use the whole Republican and Democrat shit as part of what keeps us divided. So, and what trips me out is though the people that you can just sit there and pretty much, you could show them how they're getting fucked over, and they'll fucking argue to protect that motherfucker, to protect the rich motherfucker or the politician that's fucking them over. It's like, do you like getting fucked over or something? I mean, damn. Appreciate that, Santiago. Yeah, I had to make it more. I went and got the boxes of Christmas lights were like $2.50, something like that. So I got some a few days ago. I had to make it more festive, So got to get Santa instead of a skeleton now. I want to dress him up like Santa. I want to put a Santa hat, but right now I'm not doing financially good right now, so that's one of the reasons why I'm not doing everything like I'd like to do. So skeleton's name is Leslie. Skeleton's name is Bob. My girlfriend's name is Leslie. girlfriend, wifey, whatever. We're not married, but I might as well call her wifey or wife or whatever, because hell, she's got my back and everything. So I don't believe in marriage. So that's just some bullshit, that just legal bullshit, really. It's just, and I don't need I don't need a marriage license. I don't need the government being like, hey, I don't need to pay the government to tell me that I'm with this person, It's bullshit. And there's a lot more that goes into it that I could talk about, but fuck, I don't believe in marriage. What's the recent good replica web to buy shoes from, bro? I don't know. Nobody's fucking with me no more. Everybody quit selling now. I think it's because my views plummeted. So like my views went down big time. So I don't even know, because since I don't have any money, and I don't really, most of those shoes that they make replicas of, I don't really wear. Like, mainly what I'd wear is skate shoes. So the only reason why I really started learning about some of those shoes is just because these companies were sending me stuff. So I don't know anymore. Leslie needs a Santa hat then. I got 2 Santa hats. I got one that's like green striped, and then I got a red and white one. The red and white one's up there, but the way I'm surrounded right now, I'd have to move shit just to get by, because I got this mic with the stool, and then I got my island with the wheels on it right here, and then my damn camera right in front of me. Trying to buy some Christmas gifts. Yeah, I feel you. Now, I know I'm still dealing with the Cologne. No, not like, I don't look into it like I was at one time, because since I don't have the money to buy nothing, I'm not really looking, because that'll just kind of get my hopes up. A saggy, the chiropractor. I don't trust that dude either, though, Rip. I mean, hell. Yeah, I don't trust any of them. None of them. But I have trust issues anyway. So, yeah, if you're sitting there saying, we need this, this, and that, and you're living like this, this, and that, I don't trust you, really. So, yeah. If you're a politician, I don't trust you. That's like people would talk about, Trump ain't a politician though, he's a businessman. He's been president and he's running for office again. That's a politician. Sorry to tell you. So, post more reels. Clip some of your videos and repost them as reels. Yeah, that's what I need to, that's what I should do. What's up, Bags? Hey, first time I've ever seen you comment. It's funny, we've been talking all this political shit, and I never really wanted to talk it on this channel, because with it being ASMR and politics being something that's inflammatory as hell, well, it's really depends on who's talking it. I don't know if it's inflammatory, but politics is inflammatory as hell to most people. So, like, I'll get crunk on this shit, man. I'm just like, once I really start getting into it, yeah, my crunkness comes out big time. It comes out with my mom all the time. I know whenever I talk to her, because whenever I talk to her, I start going off into my rants, and I don't know why. Like how I have so much trouble remembering stuff so much, but when I go off into one of my rants, it's like my mind, almost every rant, it's like my mind starts, I don't know, my mind just starts working more optimally than what it normally does, and I just start remembering all kinds of shit and everything, and I just sit there and go all in. And then I'm done. And then when I get done, I look at her. I'm like, hell, sorry, I didn't mean to go into all that shit, because, like I said, I get pretty crunk on it. So yeah, she just, a lot of times when I go into my rants on politics or on doctors and medical stuff and everything, she just kind of, it goes from a conversation to where I just kind of take it over, and she just sits back and listens to me. So yeah, but I don't talk to many people nowadays, so. Can you whisper tax the rich? Yeah, tax the rich, tax the rich, tax the rich. I want to tax the rich, tax the rich. I bet you if I was to say it the right way, that would probably trigger a lot of people. Like, I don't know, there's something about a T. There's something about a T, like, what's that one, that Mads ASMR, she, like, one of my favorite videos is her video where she's doing a sleep clinic. It's her first video that she did a sleep clinic, and she repeats something. May I touch you? Yeah, from 17 minutes to like 23 minutes, she repeats "May I touch you," and I think it's the T in there that really gets me. So I don't know, maybe tax the rich would work, because what I'd really rather say is no more taxes, but I don't think that would be as tingly. But yeah, but it's crazy. Like, that's one of my absolute favorite videos. But once she starts the inaudible whispering, I gotta cut it off right then, because once she rolls from the "May I touch you" to inaudible whispering, and like if I fall asleep and then I wake up to her to her doing the inaudible whispering, it starts to send me into a rage. That's just inaudible whispering. Anybody doing it fucking enrages me. That's just like people eating with their mouth open doesn't bother me. Every so often doesn't bother me when they're eating with their mouth open. Now if they're smacking like hell, that's bad. But if they're eating with their mouth open and they're not smacking like crazy, it doesn't bother me. But people chewing with their mouth closed and then hearing the food slosh around in their mouth, oh, that pisses me off so bad. Especially if their jaw pops too. And it sucks because my mom's jaw pops. So she'll be sitting there eating, and I can hear the food. If it's too quiet, I'll hear the food sloshing around in her mouth, and then I'll hear her jaw popping. And it just makes me want to, like, lose my shit. Damn. The whole misophonia thing is crazy. Like, I don't understand why certain sounds they trigger me like that. That's crazy. And I wonder if it happens more in people that get tingles with certain sounds. Like, it's a total opposite. Like, yeah, these people they'll experience tingles like hell, but other sounds will also enrage them. I wonder if it happens more like that. So I don't know. That's something I might look into. But y'all, I guess I'm gonna get off here, because we're at 2 hours and 43 minutes. I didn't even mean to be on here that long. It's already 11:59. Damn. Yeah, because I gotta go to bed and get up and do my scent of the day video for in the morning. Just have a better auditory response. 2 minutes of tax, the rich whispered. Hey, maybe it would work. But I ain't gonna do it now though, Rip, because my damn throat, man. Like I should have got up and got another bottle of water earlier. Like my throat is hurting. Like this shit feels like it used to feel whenever I damn sing, and I'd sing the rock hooks in my damn, because I'd rap and then I'd sing a rock hook, and damn, that shit would make my throat raw, and that's the way my throat's getting right now. So I'm gonna call it a night, and I appreciate y'all being here, and we'll probably do another one Sunday. And if we do another one Sunday, I'll probably have Leslie on here with me, because some weekends she comes down on like a Friday and then she's here the whole weekend, but that's not every weekend. So she's supposed to come down tomorrow, so she might end up leaving. She might end up going back home Saturday or Sunday morning, so we might not do it. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna get off here. Y'all take it easy, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace. Now where is stop? Okay. Damn.